shower, so hopefully I look fresh. I don't know about clean, or is it clean but not fresh? Yeah, what is up? Okay, it is Sunday night. I am here as I am always here. Oh, I try on a Sunday night. I hope you guys are doing well. Not the longest day. So if we really do want to just get right into it, this weekend, like I guess most weekends. Hey, what's going on, Alan? Always good to see you. I don't know why every time I see you, I always get a little giggle. I think it's just Saki. I heard Saki's playing pretty soon, right? Hey, it's good morning, David. How are you? What's going on? Hey guys. So because of the medicine I'm taking for my foot, I'm now taking oishi caffeine-less coffee. Basically decaf, which I hate because it does nothing. But I still need a little bit of my coffee without taking in some diuretic, which unfortunately doesn't work well with the meds I'm taking. Okay, so this weekend, man, okay, it's been hot. It's been pretty hot. For those in the States, oh, great, nice, Kevin, good for you. Make it on over. I don't know if I'll be available if and when you come. And I will definitely explain, although I did explain on Twitter, on X, if you guys missed it. Let me get to this first. Okay. This weekend was mainly about two bands. The first was SURGE'K, which is a band that is supported on bass and drums by Hades' own Yuri and Mayo. They are, you know, two of my favorite people that I've known more or less personally the longest. Yeah, you know, as far as like personal interactions, that was definitely something new that began with Hades. So, Yuri and Mayo, and then Achan. I don't know his actual name. That's his Twitter handle. And then Captain Koji, not Captain Kangaroo. If you guys remember back in the day, Captain Koji, who actually has his own YouTube channel, Sound Rockets TV. He reviews bands, guitar equipment. I'm sure he's been playing for the longest time. I found out about him because I was researching Hades and found that he had done an interview with them. And then just like last year, he did an interview with Bright Ear, and I was like, oh, Bright Ear, because you know, Bright Ear is just one of those bands you guys know, I just really want to get closer to. I would love to be Bright Ear's friends, Bright Ear's friends, friend. I'm only one, I believe. So yeah, they were playing at Shinjuku Loft yesterday. Shinjuku Loft is, yeah, I've never been there. I had never been there. It's in Shinjuku. That's why it's called Shinjuku Loft. Basement, which again, not really that rare with venues here. But there were two distinct areas. One was the main hall, and then another was sort of a side room, not like a room, like like you know, a closet like Harry Potter, but like a full on a room. It was more like I think there was like a bar there, more of, yeah, I guess that's more where you kind of hang out. I don't know how it's set up usually, like when the live shows aren't going on. So anyhow, SURGE'K was playing in that venue on that side, the Ganesha stage, and I'm not sure if I have the schedule here somewhere. Let's see. Ah, no, I don't, unfortunately. Okay. But yeah, so Mayo had asked me to be there. It was a while ago, so I don't even know if she remembered. So when I actually got to the venue, and I said, "Oh, I'm here. My name is Peter. I'm staff." They're like, "There's no Peter here." So I was really like, "Wait, what? Okay, let me call." And I know for a fact that Mayo is terrible with just kind of being around social media or her phone or responding to messages. I know this personally from experience. So then I ended up contacting Yuri. She obviously picked up, which is very nice. And then that got figured out. I got in and it was fine. So there were, I think, 6, 7 bands. Let me see here. Um, yeah, let me pop that up. Okay. Let's move on. What's wrong with my computer? No. What are you doing? What? Hold on, guys. What is going on here? Okay, I don't know what's going on, so let me just tell you. So there's an opening act called End All. They did pretty much covers. When I first walked in and then the show started, what was I hearing? I heard Metallica. I heard some Maiden. There's something else. So yeah, it was like a cover band. They're really good though. It was really good. And then next up on the other stage, so that was the Dragon stage, and there was the Ganesha stage, which SURGE'K played at. Um, yeah, saw them all. It's a really small stage though. I do have pictures, so let me show you. I don't know if you can see how small the stage was. Okay, so here's a photo. So if you guys actually look, that was pretty much the size of the stage, like just a little bit outside of the borders, but it's a really tight, small stage. Um, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I don't know if you guys dig a really small stage or being on a really big one, but yeah, it's like you're packed, and so you kind of move around and sort of like make sure you don't bump into each other's headstocks. And at least with that stage, it's not tiny. I wouldn't say tiny. I mean, there are the dragon stage where that area was. You could fit. Gosh, I just kind of walked in and out of that room, but I think maybe a couple hundred. And then in the other room, maybe about 50. So yeah, there are a few people there that I had seen that I know. One person is, "Hey, what's up, Alan? What's going on? Are you ever coming to Japan?" Are you gonna fly here on your Kaname PRS? Write it. Hey, what's going on, Eric? I think it was your birth. Oh, actually, you and Chris. Happy birthday, guys. I saw it. Sorry, got busy. I know, Chris, it was your birthday. Eric, I think it was your birthday too. So happy birthday to you guys, if I'm correct. And if I'm not, apologies. Alan, I will not be available, and I'll explain that later. Yeah, I'll explain that later. Unfortunately, I won't be able to see you. I'm pretty sure I can't this time. And again, I will explain. So yeah, SURGE'K performed. It's really fun. Like, they are a rock. Oh, 619. 619 is actually the area code in San Diego where I used to live when I went to UC San Diego. So I thought maybe that was just your area code. Yeah, 619. um, but what I really like about the performance with SURGE'K and with their music is this very, and some of you guys were at that show. Like, it's a very raw. There's a very rock punk quality to their sound, to the music. Um, and especially when you have Yuri and Mayo playing along with that style, you just really feel it. So the energy, the vibe is really cool. You definitely want to just kind of like rock out. Um, yeah, it's really good stuff, and I'm always happy to see, of course, the girls. Captain Koji and Achan are a lot of fun to watch too, and they come off pretty like cool and relaxed, like off stage, but once they get on, it's a lot of fun. So, um, Yeah, I had a good time, and it was really interesting doing photos for this show because there weren't any light changes. It was just this light the whole time, and then it was trying to adjust to that in the small stage. That was really interesting. Just as a side note, so really, yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know if and when I'll see the Hades Ladies as a full band again. Jeez. I'm not sure when. Yeah, but anyway, I have some things in my head. All right, but also, if you guys do remember, they do have a single coming out called Extreme. There's a music video. There was that little trailer. So they did say the end of June, and it is already June 22nd today. So definitely expect a drop of that music video, most likely this coming week, I would say. Because the 30, let's see, 29 to 30? Yeah, I would say so. This week. I'm going to call it this week Hades, Envy, Extreme. I think it's a fantastic song. I think it's one of their best. Um, it really captures a certain vibe that really vibes with me very well. So look out for that. But yeah, so they asked me to stick around, but I was just like, um, trying to rest my foot, trying to take care of other stuff. So yeah, other bands that played: Super Blood, Vels Fire, Sex Machine Guns, whom I saw at Club Cheetah the last time that Hades played. So, well, there is actually the 30th. So that would be next week, Monday, and the 29th. Um, Sex Machine Guns, they're a really cool band, a lot of fun. Naked Machine, and the last is Earthshaker. Um, I've I've heard of Earthshaker only because I know that they played with Bright Ear. Never actually heard their music, don't know how they are, but I'm sure they're really good. I mean, they were the closing band, so. But yeah, I only stuck around for Serge K's show, and then I hung out and talked to the girls for a little bit. Really nice. Yuri was kind enough to share a little fish and chips with me, and mm, it's nice. It's nice when people share food. I like to do that too, so to receive that as well, and especially from Yuri, it's just nice. Okay, so that was yesterday. It was hot biking over there. Hated it. I've been hating biking in general, but what can you do? You gotta do what you gotta do. Let's see. There we go. Now I got it over. So yeah, and then these were photos that were posted by Captain Koji that I took yesterday. I like this one of Yuri. And then Mayo's pretty cool too. She was sweating up a storm. Yeah. The first time that I ever saw Mayo, did I tell you? Well, no, 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 no. Yeah. After the show, like I wanted to give her a hug. She was sweating her ass off. I was like, "It's okay, just hugging." So yeah, it was really fun. It was really nice. Uh, yeah, 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 yeah. Dinner. I think I just ended up going to Panda Express that night before I went home. So yeah, that was cool. A lot of fun. There was another pretty ridiculous show that was going on the same day. Some of you guys just know about it. Um, yeah, it was the Zero Fest. Um, and Zero Fest was like pretty insane. A lot of bands that I love, I support, that I would have loved to have seen. But this is one of those times where when you build relationships with bands, you kind of want to honor the friendship and relationships that you've made. I think I mentioned that before, and this is one of those times. So, but yeah, Zero Fest was a pretty insane thing that happened yesterday as well. So let's see. Gangire, My Little Devil, Market Shop Store, Femtocell, Manatee. Not sure who that is. Baby Faith. Not sure who that is. Disconnect Sandrillion, Silhouette from the Skylit, Aris Auto, Alice Out. I don't know. Uh, Ice Hagas Eyeshadow, Dimray, Sloth Thread, Doll Parts, I Continue, Einsel, Kilt Meltdown, The Number Zero, and Another Story. So a lot of fantastic bands, bands that I've done photos for and supported, Doll Parts, Dimrays, Gungire. I like My Little Devil a lot. I've seen them a few times, but I haven't had a chance to really see them in a while. So but they're an awesome band too. And overall, it just you can tell. Like just for those of you who I don't know, maybe this kind of happened with Bandmade. You kind of find yourself lost in a bubble, and you make assumptions that everybody should know this, but they don't, because you kind of gotten in so deep that you don't realize how deep you are. That others are actually become very shallow, and not in a bad sense. It's just kind of how deep you are. So yeah. Okay, okay, Alan. But yeah, I'll message you. I'll let you know what's going on, or you can we'll talk things out. We'll talk things out. Yeah. But take care, definitely, and make sure you get over here, please. So yeah, that was definitely a fantastic night. I'm sure. Full day. I definitely would not have been able to have stayed the whole time. Um, yeah, it's just impossible. Like, I couldn't do that to my foot. Yeah, maybe one day I'll be able to again. So that was yesterday. Today though was really all about Dimrays, and it was them performing for the first time at a large venue, Club Cheetah in Kawasaki, which Hades also performed at last year, and it was really awesome. Like you have these bands that you get close to, and you know that they've been doing these performances at live houses that at the max are like 200 at the max. I mean, generally it's like 150 generally, and then that's just the capacity size. The actual attendance size, usually it's maybe 50 to 100, depending upon like what sort of festival is going on, what bands are playing. And that's what they've been doing day in and day out, like just however many years. So when they first get a chance to go on stage that big, that broad, that wide, in a venue of that size, like it's pretty massive. Like it's that many times more. Yeah, I do remember last year's Mixed Hell Launch Parade opening, or being there. And I mentioned, I think a couple weeks ago when I talked to Naho, she was like, "Oh, I'm so nervous. I don't know what to do." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, you will totally be fine. You guys just do what you do because you do it really well." And I explained like, once you are there and you're performing on stage, it just kind of kicks in. The adrenaline, the nerves, all that kicks in, and you start doing things and performing in a way that maybe you hadn't before, or you haven't. It just becomes really big. You can't even expect it really. You can anticipate doing things, and then you just do things, and it just happens. I do have some experience like on stage, being in front of people, and um, something kind of takes over. The moment takes over, and whatever happens, happens. At the end of the day, you can't really think about it or calculate things. You just have to ride the wave. Just let it take you where it does. So, but yeah, so I knew that they were nervous. Even last year when Hades was going up, um, um, who was the most nervous? Sara. Sara was nervous, which is really interesting because if you guys know Sara and how she acts and how she performs, and she's so outgoing and talkative and like in your face, you wouldn't think so. But I remember last year being backstage with Hades, and she was like, "Oh, Peter, I don't know what to do. I'm nervous." And I was like, "Oh my God, you'll be completely fine. Like really, there's nothing to worry about." And the same went for Dimrays today. You kind of like just anticipate how they'll fill in the shoes, how they will just react to the difference. And it was really fun. It was really, really fun. and it was so interesting to see the way people try to reach out more or be bigger or be more of a star, you know. Um, and I will say that one of the things that helped was that there were it's metalcore, right? But it's that metalcore base of fans of Dimrays that were there. There were a few people that weren't, that I usually see at every Dimray show, but there were fair few, maybe like a dozen to 15, possibly even 20. Um, but yeah, like they were there and they were up to their antics. Because it's a larger venue and there are more regulations, they can't just like get on the stage and like crowd surf, but they attempted to, which is really surprising. And it's so funny because like all of a sudden, like these guys who I guess were security kind of ish, they're not really big tough guys. They're like these small little Asian dudes like me. Um, but it was funny. They were like pushing people to the front and like staying on top of the rail. They're like, no! And they bring them down. So you had to walk around the rail and come back again. So instead of getting onto the stage and jumping, it was like go over the rail and then fall down, not fall, like drop down and then walk around to the back and just do that. So there are a few guys who are doing that. And there's one guy I know, Keisuke, um, definitely like a massive fan of Dim Rays. You'll always catch him with the beanie with his rings. He's kind of always kind of like just doing this. Really cool dude. But he was the only one who stepped on the stage. He got a chance to step on the stage, turned around, and then I forget if he walked onto the rail and then off, but he's the only one who actually made it onto the stage. And I don't know if that was sort of like the whole point of like, can I do it? Can we do it? Should we try? So I called him a criminal afterwards. But that added a lot to the show, and I'm sure the girls really were grateful for that kind of support, that kind of loyalty. It really helps. And so you start getting more confidence, and you sort of like maybe focus in. But the really awesome thing that happened was that Akane, what was surprising about her is that she was sort of like, even for me, like when I was sort of wanting to be a rock star, you watch these shows and you're like, oh my God, I love that. I love that. I want to do that. That would be so cool to do. You start watching these things. And so it was cool. Like one of the things that Akane did was she went over to the side where the girls were at and at the rail. She's like, and then so she grabbed, this girl's phone and was like, like recording herself like this and then gave it back. She was interacting a lot and really just trying to connect in a bigger way, in a way that I haven't seen before ever. And I've been to easily at least 10 plus dim ray shows. I don't know how many exactly. But yeah, it was really cool to see. It was really fun to see. Naho being Naho, she's just Naho. So like I don't know if he can get bigger. I don't think she can. Do you know what I'm saying? Unless I don't know what she does. Unless she does like a somersault and like flips around and starts like knocking shit down. Like she's just a beast on stage. Like you've seen it. Like she's just this dancing machine. She just like falls into this huge groove. So, I called her like Godzilla afterwards. I was like, yeah, you're Godzilla. Like you're huge all the time. So you don't have to ever worry about that. Kano on drums was so fantastic. It was so good to see Kano, and hear her, because I love the way she plays. Oh, before we go on, let me just point this out. So after they performed, I did a short little "How was the show?" interview with them, which I'll post at some point. And then I stayed a little bit for the second band called Mazari. Kind of sounds like motherly to me, but they were like an alt idol band. So no band, just music, a lot of like screaming and choreography. Wasn't feeling it, and I had planned on staying up until a band called Prompts, because they were recommended by Dimrays. But then I was like, no, I should go home, try to get stuff done. Yeah, and So I did. I just ended up leaving. Um, but the other bands that did play today, some of the names are in kanji, so I can't read it. Actually, one of them, but something hito no shigoto. I should know that. Is it old person's work? Kanji is hard to remember. But yeah, Prompts, VMO, Imperial Circus de Decadence, Boris, and then Crystal Lake. Yeah, okay. Yeah, not surprising. She would. Um, yeah. So I'm sure it was a fantastic time. I'm sure it was a great show. But I kind of did my thing. I did do some recording. This is where I can't believe this actually happened, and it horrified me. I was so ashamed and so embarrassed. I had the video on. I actually had it on my little like selfie holder stick. And I was ready, and I pressed record, and then like a flash went, not a flash, but the light went on. I was like, wait. So I turned it off, and then I thought I had turned the recording back on. So I actually missed the first two songs, which really pisses me off. Let's see, where did I put the... Where did I put that? Gosh, my place is such a mess. If you could look all around. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I had planned on having the entire thing. I was so happy. It's a different Boris. The other Boris is more like alt rock. This Boris is not that Boris, if I'm not mistaken. Here, let me show you what the songs were. Yeah, I mean, it was really, really heartbreaking. I was really pissed off, and I have it in my memory. But okay, so Mr. Coward, Everlasting. Those are the first two songs that I don't have. I had the last part of Everlasting. Oh God, it's so frustrating because it's such a big thing. But Get Over, Bad Taste, and then FR. I have those. So, let's hear here. So this is the MC time. Thankfully, I caught that. It's really sweet and endearing because, you know, the best place to watch for nerves for people are their fingers, their hands. They can't control that. And so you could see a little bit of that with Akane when she first started. She kind of fell into a groove, but at the beginning, like you could just see that. So it was like an awe kind of moment for me to see her like that. And oh yeah, Kano's beat, her sound, like in that venue, oh, I love it. Just absolutely loved it. So good, so good. Okay, let me find a couple of highlights for you guys. Let's see here. Here's a little bit of Naho being Naho. And because the stage is so huge, you know, you just want to run around and just like play in the playground. So I will post some of this. All of it I'll post on my Patreon. And then maybe a couple of songs on MNN. Let's see here. see here. Here's a little run-in. So there weren't that many people. The venue is 1,500 capacity, but I would say, I mean, 500 tops. 500 tops. Maybe closer to 4. So yeah. All right, let's see here. Let's see if I can find something. Here's a nice close-up moment. Yeah. So that's not something she usually does at shows that I've been to. So Akane was a lot more aggressive, which is really great to see. And let's see here if we can. Are any of these guys gonna pop up? Here's another little poster. What I'm really sad about that I didn't get, unfortunately. Oh, thank you so much, Eric. Thank you. So at the beginning, like right when they got on stage, Naho just screamed this crazy scream, which I'm really sad I didn't record. Like, God. Hopefully somebody else did, but I didn't see anybody recording that much. Just maybe photos. Because they wanted to, get into it, which I understand. So yeah, it sounded great. Yeah. So this guy basically just got on the rail and then jumped back. Oh, and then Tan Mei. I don't know her full name. She's a photographer for Hanabiya here in Japan. They're pretty good friends. So she was here, took photos. But unfortunately, she didn't take Dimrays photos. The other photographer that took the photos wasn't as good. Let's see here. Oh, here's a little bit. So Yudis, yeah, so he just gets dropped. He has to go around. Same thing. So they're all just kind of being moved to the front. This guy like almost falls on his head. Not quite the same experience as like stage diving, right? But you do what you can. Yeah, but because the stage is so big, and again, you're like riding on the nerves and the energy and like just feeding off of it. Like the movements are bigger, it's louder, it's just, yeah. Yeah, even Akane's vocals, you could feel her pushing more. So yeah, I was really glad I could support them. Unfortunately, I didn't stay for the whole show, but when you've been supporting bands like this for more than a year and a half, 2 years, however many years, you do build a lot of like affection for them. So Akane just threw the set list. And it flew from a couple hands and it fell into mine. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, guys. Where did I put that thing? Where did I put it? So frustrating. Nope, I'm not gonna find it right now. Okay, guys. So yeah, that's what happened yesterday. Today with Dimrays. Again, just glad I could support them. Glad I could take some footage. And then yeah. Okay, hello everyone. I am here at Club Cheetah with. So yeah, quick short little interview. Just ask them how things went. So that'll be up to. Yeah, they're adorable and they're fantastic. Great music. So, okay. So that was yesterday. That was today. That is. Yeah, that is July. June. I mean June. June. So let me kind of go into this. I'll take this down. All right. So now what is going on? Just to kind of go over what is happening. So this week is all done. Next week, I didn't write it down. Kind of a couple of interesting things are happening. Not sure if Wednesday will happen because I am doing Tuesday for sure. So Echo, who is wait, hold on. Something to do. I have I think there's things I can do when I'm home. So let's see. The 24th, Tuesday, I will be seeing Echo, the bassist from Moth and Lilac. She has her own solo stuff. So I'm gonna go see her in Shibuya after I work because the timing works. And I'm also going to be seeing Eto. If you guys don't know who Eto is, she is Kobato Miku's friend. There have been multiple like photos of them like in the past, like on birthdays and stuff. So they're actually pretty close. So Eto is a guitarist. I believe she's a singer-songwriter as well. But I'm gonna be seeing her for the first time because she does more of this like the Lifehouse circuit. But her music is really good. And I will. Hey, what's going on, Steen? So I will post stuff. I guess I can try and ask if I can do photos of her as well, but I don't want that to be like a main thing. I just want to hear it, see her, because when I was seeing her stuff on Instagram, I was like, this stuff is really good. Like, it's definitely more of the stuff that I'm into now. So really excited for that. So that's Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, the 25th, The Frail and Crimson Spider Lily are actually also performing at Antinoch. I don't know if I can or should do back-to-back shows like that, after work especially, and it's gonna be raining, so there's gonna be some issues with that. So I'm not sure, maybe, but Tuesday for sure. And then I still haven't told them yet, but I went to contact them. Moth and Lilac is performing again on Saturday. So I'd like to help start supporting them because I think bands who really appreciate the work I've been doing for them, it makes me want to help them more. And I think Moth and Lilac seemed very grateful. And I do think that's some good music. And I thought the performance is really good when I saw them. But they're performing at a venue called Mod, which is about half an hour away from me by bike. So that's not too bad. So yeah, Moth and Lilac on Saturday, and then on Sunday, this is the tough part. The tough part on Sunday is that I have already bought 2 tickets to Mellows for their one man. Because it was way back. I was like, oh no, of course. And then later on, the announcement was made that Hades would be performing at Nishikawaguchi Hearts. It's one of my favorite venues, as well as Paradox for their tour, and then Red or Be Red. Yeah, so I'm kind of torn on what to do. I'll tell you why. This is something that I think a lot of you guys may not. I'm sorry, I don't hug people. That's I try to stay Asian that way, unless they hug me first. Yeah. Okay, so here's the reason why. I differ with some of you guys because for me, like part of my going to these shows is the work that I do for them. And when I go to a show like with Hades or Moth and Like or these other shows, I can help them, I can support them, and I can actually like do photos or whatever else. But Mellows, their management is pretty strict, so I don't or I can't do photos. There's no video allowed. They're pretty strict about all that kind of stuff, which is one of the reasons why I feel like Mellows should be bigger. Um, but they're a little bit too contained, I feel like, if I'm being honest. But yeah, so with Mellows, I would go and enjoy the show as a fan. Whereas if I went to a Hades show, I could see Hades, and I haven't seen them like I only saw them once this year, which is crazy. Um, but I can do photos for them, I can help them out, all that kind of stuff. Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't even know her that well. We've met once. um, so yeah, there's that. Okay, anyway, so there's that. There may be something here the following week. I'm not sure, in July. The following after that, there's a bandmate show at Toyosu Pit, but there's also the Metaphors Festival with Undying Words, Mellows, My Little Devil. And that show is in Shimokitazawa, so it's a lot closer, so I don't have to exert myself as much. The 13th was going to be a Nemophila Trident because I hadn't seen those bands. Well, I saw Nemophila once, and I'm not the biggest fan of them, but I was like, well, I should experience that. But then because of the cost of money and then also kind of getting ready for things, I decided not to. So I didn't pay and I just skipped that. And then the following week, possibly the last show that I'd be attending for a couple of months, is The Frail and Gangire. That would be for Natsuo's birthday. Yeah. So this is pretty much how my life will end. No, so for those who don't know, I don't think I mentioned it actually on MNN yet. I know I did on Twitter, but I will be doing or maybe I did. In the details I haven't. Okay, so foot surgery. Foot surgery is happening. Um there are issues with my Liz Frank joint. And they are going to more or less fuse it, connect it with screws and with staples. And so from July 24th and on, I will be out of commission because I need to heal and recuperate um, and allow for things to actually mend properly and well. Um, and so, yeah, because of that, I just have to be extra careful and stay at home. I will be bedded up. The issue with that is that my dog does need to be walked, and that's going to be a problem. So that's going to be kind of scary, trying to figure that out. Um, because the biggest thing was like, will I be able to run? Like, will I be able to just properly walk and run and jump and just do the things that I used to do? And in order to do that properly after surgery, like I really, really need for it to properly heal. And so that's the kind of the issue. Um, so I'm not quite sure. There are costs involved. Definitely with Suho. Um, I just called his name and he looked at me. Making sure that he does get walked. I can't do that. Um, yeah, so there's different options. My sister said that maybe she'd be able to come and see me. But then there's the whole airplane cost of that too. So I need to kind of figure things out. Um, so yeah, and I won't be at work for basically a month, and so I'll be taking a cut. They will still be able to pay me um, under sort of like this work injury rest related whole thing. Um, but I will be taking a cut for a month, which is also an issue. Um, I have no idea about that. I just know surgery will be involved. There will be like a little platform type of shoe I'll have to wear. Um, so for the first month, I'll be resting, and then afterwards, the next couple of months, I'll have to wear this platform shoe. Um, it'll only be on my right side, so maybe I should actually get a matching one on my left, and then I can be like Paul Stanley, right? Or maybe Gene Simmons. um, yeah, which one am I? Am I the Star Child? Trying to figure that out. So, um, yeah, but there will be costs involved, and so one of the things that I would like to ask you guys to help support this channel and myself. Um, as I mentioned a while ago, that I had this one shirt made as a test, Hato helping artists touch overseas, which is something that I've been trying to get going here with my own work with bands and artists here. And it is now available on our YouTube channel. So, oh, by the way, I finally caught up with watching Andor, and holy shit, it's really powerful, moving stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah, so if you would like to help support, there are like shirts available, sweatshirts. There's a little bag too for Hato. Um, if you can, purchase and help support the channel and myself, it'll definitely help in the whole process of keeping the channel going. And I also need to really figure out like what I'll be doing while I'm resting, because Scott's really busy. So I've been doing a lot of stuff here since I have been able to go to shows and stuff. But if I'm not going to shows, yeah, things to think about, as a YouTuber. How do you keep your channel going when you're just in bed? Thank you. Thanks so much, Kevin. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Sam. Let's see here. Oh, this is the other major issue right now with my foot and with Suho. Is all of a sudden this past week, he was scared to go on the steps. I'm on the second floor, and he's scared now to go down the steps, so he won't go down. And so I've had to carry him for the past week. Of all the times for this to happen, he's doing it now, which means that there's extra added weight. So again, I can't do that. I definitely can't do that with my foot after surgery. So I'll have to. I mean, I think ideally maybe calling in my sister. But she also has a daughter. She's raising. So I need to talk to her. I need to figure stuff out. I don't want to share all this stuff with you guys, but yeah, I do appreciate your support. I do really thank you guys for just being so supportive and encouraging. It's really helped a lot. It's really helped a lot. And I'm entering into this weird phase, this moment right now that I'm not sure what to do exactly with a lot of things. So hopefully I can get that figured out. Hopefully I will come back stronger and more able. And yeah, there's just, there's still a lot of stuff to be done. Like it never ends, right? As long as bands keep coming out with awesome music and, you can do something about it, then yeah. Definitely someone who needs to watch my dog, but there's costs for that involved too. Anyway, I don't want to share too much, guys. It's weird, kind of like defining how much do I share personally, how much do I share like figuring things out. Like I don't want to like put out all my laundry in front of you guys. So, but again, I really do thank you guys for just being very understanding about all of it. Yeah. I think that's really it for now. So yeah, I mean, really, just the only thing that I can ask you guys to do is help support with purchasing these shirts, and I will. Um, I am gonna try to. Hey, what's going on, Bill? Good morning. I'm doing okay right now. I'm doing okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Always. Um, I will try to start making some other T-shirt designs too. Um, I think one idea I have is one of the things that I mentioned was like having like 20 bands in your top 10 type of thing. Yeah, things like that. So I'm gonna try. Hey, what's going on, Ken? How are you? I'm gonna try to think of some different stuff. I will try to get it out there, and if you're able, the last thing I want to do is have people like Osaka Expo. No, no, no traveling for me. I will be staying here. Um, yeah. Plus, any chance you making more t-shirts? Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. We should. Sorry, like SJ's not really a design guy. I'm definitely more of a design person, but just with time, with like all the stuff that's going on, it's hard to keep track. And we had wanted to do more stuff, so we'll try to get on that. But yeah, if you do go to the YouTube channel, as Chris just mentioned, there is a store tab, and I will try to put out some more fun T-shirts, um, and probably maybe. And Bill, I will email you, but I will not be able to attend any shows with you. I just shared with everybody before you jumped in. I have surgery at the end of July, and I'll be out of commission for a good like month completely, and then for the next other 2 months or so, I'll be taking it very easy. So I may attend a show here and there, but even that, I'm not sure if I should. It depends on like what the doctor says and how the surgery goes and if it's healing okay. So apologies for that. I really did want to join you in things, and I thought it would be fun. So we'll figure out with the tickets situation too as well. So we'll stay in touch. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, that is what's going on. If you guys have noticed, on MNN lately, I have been posting more shorts. Not like my own shorts, um, but of like different artists, musicians that I definitely love and I enjoy watching perform. So just I think earlier was it earlier today or yesterday? Posted Sakura from Hagane playing some guitar, Kano playing drums, Naho bass, as well as bandmate stuff as well, of course. But yeah, you guys should definitely check it out. Sally on guitar. Um, there's just so many amazing performers, and I think for people who are more intent on staying like bandmate true, you don't have to lose out on bandmate by being interested in other bands. Um, there's just some amazing stuff. There's just some amazing stuff out there, and I definitely encourage you guys just check it out. Go to the shorts section, just kind of scroll through, and just I think all of it is great. I do think all of that content of all these performers playing, it's great because they're so good. And I'll definitely be sure to do more of that. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Um, I'll try, Eric. I should be. By November, I should be okay. But, let's see what happens. Yeah, as long as I keep finding some good content, I'll keep posting them. And I know there's a lot of bands that we all follow and love. So, okay, guys. So, yeah, again, unfortunately, I will be out of commission for a bit, but Psyche. I haven't had a bandmate dream in a while. My goodness, I used to have um, so many random ones too. And I kid you not, actually, right before, thank you, Dave, I appreciate it. Oh, very cool. Glad to hear, Sam. right before COVID hit, I actually had a dream that I went to a show for a bandmate, and I was sitting like in the bleachers, the way that the place was set up, looked like an auditorium almost, but I could actually hear the girls backstage. And then they ended up canceling the show. So we were there, we were inside, and the girls were actually there too, but it got canceled. I forget why. And then COVID hit. I am prophetic. Yeah. So anyway, I'll end it here. I don't want to ramble on, and I know some of you guys need to head over to Ryan, right? Because Ryan does his shows on Sunday mornings regularly. Is he doing it today? Or is it Dichotic? I don't know who you guys actually follow, but I know Ryan's a big one. I know Alan's a big one. For some of you, John is. Um, yeah. So John Riaz was actually here, but he just seemed busy with stuff, and I was just tired. Oh, was it Alan's birthday? Oh, Alan, happy birthday, man. I need to buy you a new collar and leash. All of the above. Yeah, you follow everyone, Chris. Like you follow like literally everyone that can be followed. Anyone that can be followed is followed by Chris. mm, no, no news of that. So it was recorded by Team Athrash. Um, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I know his dad's in the hospital. Okay. But Team Thrash at the earliest, like a month later, at the latest, 2 months later. Get out of here. I retract mine. I don't want you to get a big head, Alan. No big head for you. Unless you want a big head. Okay. Yeah, even though I love Ryan, and when we get together and talk, we like have tons of fun. We don't interact like a lot. Um, Same goes for any other YouTuber in general. Yeah. Chris follows everyone. At least on Twitter. mm, He's a very encouraging guy, which is good. These bands really need that and enjoy it. So, um, yeah, it does suck because there are a couple of weekday shows I want to attend, including Tuesdays with Eto, Miku's friend, and then Echo, bassist for Moth and Lilac, and then on Wednesday, The Frail, and then Crimson Spider Lily, but I'm not sure. So we'll see. Had to be a rainy week. It just bad things confluence. But anyhow, I hope all of you guys are doing well. Hope all of you guys are safe. Please take care of yourselves in this heat. Please be careful. Happy birthday to all of you guys. It's weird how it's so close together. Um, no, it's not really weird. June birthdays. Why is that? Huh. Huh. There's something to that. So, yeah, please continue to help out and support, and I will do the same. Um, I do understand, Chris. You try living here and trying to go to like every show. It's tough. June is so not the best month. October is the best month. Why October? Well, it's my birthday, my dad's birthday, my sister's birthday, my nephew's birthday, Suho's birthday. It's also Miku's birthday. It's Misa's birthday. It's Saki's birthday. It's Moe's birthday. Um, God, there's more from October. That's all I can think of right now, top of my head. It's Kuya's birthday from Hades. So many. Oh, Bill's birthday. Okay, come on. So it's the best. October is the best. June is okay. June is not bad. June is June is mm, around. But October is just like special. October is just special, special. Okay, I'm kidding. You guys are awesome. At least the fact that June birthdays are supporting all the October birthdays is beautiful. So that's awesome. But yeah, happy birthday to you guys. I hope it's a wonderful year for you, and I hope, yeah, I hope just that, this mutual love and respect between the people here and there, just, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Moa. Moa. She's cool. She's cute. What's so special when everybody has it? Because we're just such special people. That's why it's so special. Right? Oh, by the way, Steen, that one chocolate you gave me that had like the black licorice inside of the chocolate, that was really good. I really liked it. I really liked it. So what, are you saying that Miku is not special? Or that Misa is not special? You can say it if you want to. We'll have a recording of you. We'll have the evidence available for everyone to know about. No, I don't think everyone's quite that special. Some people are more special than others. All right, now we're just talking about birthdays and being stupid. All right, guys. Thank you for watching this round with me. Thank you. I will try to get some stuff posted for Dimrays. Again, I do still have my She-Glapes. It's a short one, but I just haven't been able to get to it. Or I just haven't gotten to it. So I will try to get my work done and keep on doing what I'm doing as long as I can. And I do hope that you guys will continue to enjoy it. And just all the bands out there. So yeah, man, thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. That's not, wait, did you say you bring something? I'll bring. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Steen. I will very much enjoy that. Yeah, anybody who wants to get me anything as an early birthday or as like a surgery gift or as a thank you, A1 sauce is always nice. Mexican hot sauce is always nice. Chocolate specialties, although I'm not a big fan of fruit inside of chocolate. I think I shouldn't push myself. Anything like that is good. So if you'd like to, please feel free. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I will see you guys again. I will definitely see you guys next week. Did you finish what you got back in April? What did I get? Yes. No. Oh, the hot sauces from. No. I still have a lot of that. Still a lot of that. Thank you, Alan. Appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll see you again next time you're around. But no, I have a lot of sauces left. I'm trying to be careful with it. Yeah, because it's sauces are special. Special sauces are special. So, okay, guys, thank you so much. I am gonna go. You guys make me talk on and on much longer than I ever think I will. But I appreciate that because you guys help keep company. So thank you. You guys are special too. Even the June birthdays, or especially the June birthdays. Thank you guys. I will see you again. Go ahead and visit all your other favorite YouTubers, and I'll catch up with you again later. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys, so much. You guys take care. Enjoy yourselves. Bye.